so that after the talk or after the presentation, we can feel free to ask those questions. Are we all on the same page? Are we all good? So you don't have to, hey, after this, giddy guys have told that, are we all good? Don't worry. So, with a round of applause around, you can actually see what I'm talking about. But this person, it's a very, very big personality in the entertainment industry. He is the CEO of Dancetalks and also the CEO of Ghana Dance Industry Awards. This person has been there to see how dance was before I even saw what that was. He was there to see what dance is. And I'm just witnessing how great dance is becoming and how I'm able to survive with dance. I don't know most of the history behind it, but I'm very grateful that I have the opportunity to have gotten to where I am today because of dance. This person I'm about to introduce is no other than Mr. If I say Mr., you say, woo! Mr. Woo! Mr. Woo! I feel like the woo is coming from group 2 alone. What's happening? Mr. Woo! Are you guys paid? Relax. No, it's over. These are your winners. Mr. 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 Robert!
Mr. Woo!
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And thank you very much for, first of all, to organizers, and secondly, for choosing to come out so we can have this tete-a-tete. I understand I'm supposed to be answering questions, but then again, there is something that has been put forth that is entertainment, the new school. And so what I'm going to do is have you ask the questions. I've been told that most of you already have the questions written, so we will do that. And then during the process, if any of the questions leads me to things I need to be able to address, I'll just probably push it in. But otherwise, as an icebreaker, I must say that everybody here, you guys are doing extremely well, and you need to clap for yourselves. And when I say clap for yourselves, I'm not just saying this because I want to gas you up. No. I'm saying this because I mean it. You understand? Ghana's contribution to the world dance syllabus started with Azonto. So Azonto, written all over the stars, became a global phenomenon and started from here. But obviously, it was never one man's job. Series of folks doing this with the help of the internet took it to ends like never before. Musicians jumped aboard, and it is what it is. And what I'm saying is, from that particular movement, birthed literally everything that we are seeing. And so, right here from Accra, well, easy for the most part. For those who are not from Ghana, sorry, I'll make reference to Accra. you can interpret it from your local terms, but for the purposes of simple conversation, right here from Accra, most of you have contributed to movements across the world, right? So I remember watching Janet Jackson and Kodo Pilolo. And I'm like, wow, right from Ghana. You understand what I'm saying? And then when Chris Brown, there's a move that E-Flex, which one? Good. when Chris Brown performed that on stage, I was like, this is it, that kind of stuff. I'm just mentioning these elements for you to understand that if you never believed in yourself or you never thought what you were doing really counted, this is it. The biggest stars in the world are literally dancing to moves that originated from here. And there is a whole conversation we need to have about what you're doing, who you are in the entertainment space, your level of impact, and the amount of power you wield. Probably you've only scratched the surface and where you can take this thing to. And maybe timelines with respect to your life. I was just telling Rachel that dance is a sport for the youth. And you always have to have that in mind. So yes, I'm sure at some point I will highlight some of these things. But essentially, I just want to let you understand that when they said God is a creator, a man is a co-creator. If you've ever created a dance move, you're only exhibiting a trait that is used to define God. And you are also a God in that particular sense, because you create. And that's why creators literally are responsible for everything new and every breath of fresh air that we have across the world. Without creators, please. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, this is just an icebreaker, and I love what's happening. We just need to continue with what's happening, and let's just try and take this to the top. Otherwise, let's chat. Yes, please. Yeah. How many mics do we have? Always.
Okay, my question is. It's just my question, no anything. So I'm thinking for me. So when I started dancing, I didn't really have much knowledge about dance, like the name of the steps, the history behind it, and all that. So I want to know, is there a system going to be developed to like make it better? Because obviously more people enter dancing, and then we don't want to like spreading wrong information around the world. Because let's be factual. African dance or Ghana dance is going everywhere around the world, and there's so many teachers around the world too. So I want to know if there's going to be like a system or something where everyone is on the same page, so that we don't spread wrong information. Because where I'm from, I learned something this way, that's why I teach it this way. So it's not like I'm a bad teacher, but it's also from, do you understand? So I want to know what is being done to bring that together.
Okay. Sure. It's begun. Maybe. Why? I want you to understand something. There is a classification we use in defining the various economies in the world. We have first world, we have second world, we have third world, aka first world or advanced economies, and then what? Developing. When we say the word developing, that is our tag. It's a developing country. The good thing is that you are part of the people who can contribute to the development. Advanced countries, it's already been done, for the most part. So when you understand that you're coming from a country that you are responsible for contributing to the growth and development of the country, your attitude has to be different. You are not saying that it's cooked, it's ready. Why isn't it? No, you don't complain too much. The moment you complain, it's also supposed to be a signal that I am, or make room for the possibility of you contributing to the solution. The problem is that most of us think about the problem and we leave it at that and we complain. But who will do the work for you? You understand what I'm saying? So nobody's going to get the work done for you, but you. And sometimes we say government. The concept of government is such that there are 5 areas, and I always want to say that, even though most of us learn 3. We have the legislature, we have the judiciary, and then we have the executive, right? Okay. But then we have the 4th estate. The 4th estate is the media. They are responsible for holding the government accountable and putting them on their toes. But there is another one that is very, very important. And for any democratic society to work, this particular function has to be operating at the highest level. That is the people. Government of the people, by the people, for the people. So when you are in a democratic system, you are part of the government because you are responsible for holding whoever has been appointed as leaders accountable. And if they are not getting things done right, you have the audacity to be able to get them to do it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have the audacity to be able to point things out for things to be addressed. Unfortunately, most of us are not educated politically. So it becomes a bit difficult for us to appreciate that we have the internal efficacy to be able to bring about change. And so we don't. And we always leave it for hope. But at some point, it's no longer supposed to be about hope. It's about a collectivism where you come together and say, this is what we want. We want the government to listen to us and address what we have as concerns. And you go through the right route that has been clearly demarcated for us to be able to use to bring about change, essentially. So back to your point, all I'm trying to say is we have to do it, and so it has to be done. That's one. Two, we need to think of what we're doing from the perspective of an ecosystem. An ecosystem means that it is not one-way elements basically fitting everything, but there are different facets of what we do called dance. 2000 and I don't know whether it was 19 or 20, I had a journalist write and publish 11 new dance steps that had been created, because I wanted a catalog of every dance step that we were creating to be out there for people to be able to make references to. And I think around that time, Zeke also created like 5 dance steps. And then the culture then was when you created a dance step, you publish it. So these are the things I'm supposed to be doing. After a while, we saw many dance steps coming, but unfortunately, the culture has not been followed. And it's not like it's a fault or anything, because again, it may not necessarily have been you being taught. But the good thing is when you create a dance move, publish it. And by publishing it, let it go with whatever it's supposed to go. What's the name? Who created it? What does it stand for? Etc. etc. Put it out there. Because then the information gets out there, becomes a bit easier. For the instructor who may not necessarily know it and so may not have that information, when you're teaching, you can always speak not in absolute terms. You don't have to say, this dance was created. I'm not too sure who created this dance. I think this particular name stands out in the mix of whoever created it. So I'm not too sure, but you understand. So you leave room so that tomorrow, if you get to know of the truth, or anybody plays it, they can always make reference to the fact that in your convo, you didn't say that it was this person. You only mentioned the person's name. Also added a little window that you were not too sure, so to say, just so that you can get the info right and get the facts out. So really, that's what it is. But you have organized fronts right now. So the Amazon 2 folks are here. We have DWP. Which other dance group is here as well? Dance Makes You Better. All of you guys. The fact that you have dance clubs and you have your own media platforms, that should be able to help. But I'm thinking that maybe, in my regard to what I did in the past, which was for a good cause, maybe I probably have to do that again by, at some point, getting all the info on the new dance steps created so that it can be published regularly, so it's out there and people can consistently see that. So these are the dance steps that are available, or that came out in 2024, 2025, 2026, that kind of thing. Another thing that has also happened over the period is the A to Z of Azonto, which basically forms part of the dictionary, Azonto dictionary of some sort, or the Afro Dance Dictionary. I don't know which is which, but I just said I don't know which is which. So if you don't go to be something, I give you a little bit. So, but it helps. So these are the things that we are supposed to do. If we update the dictionary, which is obviously from the dance perspective, it makes it easier for people to be able to learn of it and from it and make references to it. You understand? So I hope I've addressed your question.
Yes,
Okay, and even added a little bit more. Okay, thank you. So, any other question?